Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, there you go. Look what you got. Good morning, guys. It is a perfect day here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. We found this little lake behind me, and we took a little bit of time this morning to try to find the garter snakes in this area. Zero. I'm kind of sucking at this. So our agenda for today is to explore the Black Hills, which is one of my favorite places on earth. This is one of the most sacred places to the Lakota people, and they had two different words for this place. From a distance, the ponderosa pine trees make this look black from a distance. That's the Black Hills, and in the Lakota language, it's Pahasapa, which directly translates into the Black Hills. But when you're standing in it like I am, because of the green trees and the white cliffs, they had another word for it, Kahesapa. One of the treaties that was promised the Lakota people is that white people would not come to this area. They would not come anywhere west of the Missouri River until gold was discovered here. And then we know the rest of that story, but again, this is the most sacred place to the Lakota people, and we carved this into a mountainside. But on one hand, this is an amazing feat of human ingenuity and artism. Artism isn't a word.
Artism is not a word.
I mean, to carve that out of a mountainside with jackhammers and dynamite is pretty incredible. But again, we take the most sacred land to the Lakota people and carve 4 white dead aristocrats into a mountainside. So I'm kind of torn on this place. But what did you think of Mount Rushmore?
Well, it's pretty interesting. I guess if I would have seen it in a museum, I would be a bit more impressed, because all of this natural beauty around here is impressive as it is, but it's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up.
I agree. I just kind of wish they didn't build it here, but it is incredible, right? Yeah,
Pretty much is.
yeah. Guys, check this out behind me. This is a herd of bison, American bison. They're mistakenly called buffalo because when the first Europeans came here, they thought they were looking at the same animal called a buffalo that they saw or that they knew about in Africa. So they called these buffalo, but these aren't. These are bison. These are American bison. So guys, they're all here right at this water hole. It's really hot out here. It's like 35 degrees Celsius, which is in the mid-90s for everybody here in America. But anyway, they're gonna hang out at this water hole, and they're gonna come and drink and cool off and go to the bathroom in the same water they're gonna drink in. Bison are one of the most dangerous animals in North America. They can run much faster than I can, and they can trample me, and that would be the end. So of all the dangerous snakes that I've gone around the world to film, these guys are much more dangerous than any snake I've ever encountered in the wild. So I'm sitting in the field with about 400 or 500 bison behind me here. But these animals, their numbers ranged in the billions. There were herds as far as the eye could see over the prairie, from horizon to horizon. And I always try not to be a downer when I talk about nature in these vlogs. But what man has done in the past 150 years, especially to these guys, it's hard not to be. Starting around the 1860s, the US government, in an effort to bring the Native American tribes to their knees, knowing full well that the tribes could sustain themselves indefinitely out here if these guys were still around. So they started a bounty on the bison. And people came out here and shot millions of them and left them to rot in the prairie. And people made a very good living trying to make this animal completely extinct from the planet. And they did a good enough job that obviously the Native American tribes that relied on the bison for their livelihood, without any more bison, they surrendered to white authority. And that is the biggest thing that breaks my heart about American history. How we have treated our fellow man and how we have treated nature in the development of this country. Oh guys, I am just loving these prairie dogs. There's a prairie dog town on this side, and there's a prairie dog town on that side, and there's a curious little guy right here. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, there you go. Look what you got. Look at this cute little guy right here. This guy would totally eat out of my hand, just like the kookaburras in Australia. These guys are the cutest little dudes. When it's so hot like this that all the snakes are underground and you're not gonna find a single one, what better way than to come out to the prairie, lay in the grass, and feed these cute little dudes. And then all of a sudden realize that I'm laying in a bison pie. Ugh, oh God, this is just, oh, rancid. I was talking about carving monuments into the sacred land. This is one that I do support. This is Crazy Horse Monument. What's interesting about this monument is that not only was it started in 1948, and it's an ongoing privately funded project. There's no state or federal money that's financing this. It's all private donations. But the other thing is that there are no known photos of Crazy Horse and what he actually looked like. And what's also interesting is that they're making the biggest monument in human history based off of an image that simply doesn't exist. It's kind of awesome actually, but this place is so awesome and I try to get out here as often as I possibly can, and every time I'm here, I come here to Crazy Horse to see their progression and how much different it looks from the last time that I was here. So anyway, our day ends here, but tomorrow we're driving into Wyoming. We're gonna go to Devil's Tower. It's such an awesome place in the world. So until then guys, love the planet, keep your life in balance, and rattle on.